Assalamualaikum to Dr. Amir. I'm Siti Natika Mehdi Azmi. Our group will be presenting the chapter of Leadership Authority. In this video, I will be talking about the participative leadership. First of all, we need to understand the leadership authority. Leadership authority could be viewed in two ways, which are top-down and bottom-up. From a top-down view, the authority of leader based on the position in the social hierarchy, where the top executive more power than the pupil at the bottom, and the power flow from the highest level to the lowest level. While in the bottom-up view, the authority pyramid was seen as an organizational structure only, and the power flow as the pupil at the bottom support the pupil at the top of them. Next, participative leadership is a character of the leader who observe the view and interests of all the workers affected by any decision making and harness their productivity strength to change it into the opportunity. Participative leadership also tend to create a compassionate and productive environment in the team. Apart from that, participative leadership believes in the system of full and free communication regardless of rank or power, reliant on consensus to manage conflict, influence based on technical competence and knowledge, atmosphere that permit and encourage emotional expression, and task-oriented in building the good team. That's all from me. We move to next presenter.
Assalamualaikum, and my name is Nurhanisa. I would like to present about a leadership as calling to serve. First, we must understand about what is leadership. Servant leadership. Servant leadership is referred to a philosophy and practice of leadership coined in 1904 by Robert K. Greenleaf. A servant leader focuses primarily on a growth and well-being of people in the communities which they belong, while traditional leadership generally involves the accumulation and exercise of power by one at the top of the pyramid. Servant leaders will share powers, put the needs of others first, and also they helps people to develop and perform as high as possible. For example, a supervisor of sales team generally can be said as servant leaders. This is because they are usually willing to do the same work as they ask for the other team members. Okay, next is 10 characteristics of servant leaders. First is listening, empathy, healing, awareness, persuasion, conceptualization, foresight, stewardship, commitment to growth of people, and also building communities. These 10 characteristics will help us to become good leaders, especially for those who used to be a servant leaders. This is because it can help us to become more close to our group members. Okay. Therefore, with a good relationship with employees in the organization and also with team members in our group, it can create a harmonious work environment to us. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Dr. Amir. My name is Nurdiana Izzati, and today I am going to present the LO3 of this chapter, which is a source and types of power in organizations. There are 5 sources of power in organization, which include legitimate, reward, referent, expert, and coercive power. Now let's take a look one by one for its meaning and examples. Firstly is legitimate power. It comes from the beliefs that a person has the formal right to make demands and to expect others to be compliant and obedient. Job descriptions, for example, require junior workers to report to managers and give managers the power to assign duties to their juniors. Secondly is reward power. This results from one person's ability to compensate another for compliance. Reward power, if used well, greatly motivates employees, but if it's applied through favoritism, reward power can greatly demoralize employees and diminish their outputs. Thirdly is expert power. It is based on a person's high level of skills and knowledge. For example, a person who holds expert power can be promoted to senior management and thereby giving them a legitimate power. Fourthly is reference power. This is result of a person's perceived attractiveness, worthiness, and right to others' respect. For example, reference power is also derived from personal connections, that a person has a key with a people in the organization's hierarchy, such as the CEO. And the last one is coercive power, which comes from the beliefs that a person can punish others for non-compliance. For example, a junior staff member may work late to meet a deadline to avoid disciplinary action from the boss. Coercive power is therefore a person's ability to punish, fire, or reprimand another employee. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Tuan Nur Fadila binti Tuan Rusinodi, and I will present about my objective 4, which is communicate effectively for leadership power. When true leaders speak, things happen. In organization, communication skill is very important. A leader is someone who aspires a positive and incremental change by empowering those around them to work together towards common goal. When communication is lacking, important information can be misinterpreted and can cause barriers that hinder the progress of the company. There are two types of communication. First is one-way communication and second is two-way communication. One-way communication is when a sender delivers a message to the receiver but nothing flows back to the sender. It happens in certain situations, for example, when reading books, newspaper and website. The information move in one direction because time and space separate the sender and the receiver. One-way communication will create an awkward environment. They will depend fully on the leader's decision and no discussion is made. One-way communication is not good for the environment because people cannot share their own thoughts. They are scared to make their own decision and afraid of being criticized by the leader. This is not good for the growth of the employee. Two-way communication is when the person who is the sender send the message to another person who is the receiver. When the receivers receive the message, they will send a response. Two-way communication is very crucial to especially to the business world. A good leader will use two-way communication to create a positive environment with their employees. The leader who understands the effective of two-way communication can help them to connect the dots between the individual effort and the organizational goal. The leader should not criticize the employee. Instead, they have to help the employee to fix their mistake. This way of communication will help the employee to build their self-esteem and be more confident with their opinion. The leader have to communicate the goals and vision of the companies. They have to communicate in a way that the employee will understand what the leaders are expecting from them. I think that's all from me and thank you.